Aaron Rodgers faced the reporters with his trademark composure. He sensed the anticipation as he approached the podium, knowing that one reporter was determined to stir the pot. Rodgers began taking questions, his responses measured and thoughtful as always. He spoke about the upcoming season, his teammates, and the strategies they were working on. His charisma and confidence were evident, and he had the room's attention. Then, a reporter who had been silently observing his moment stepped forward. His demeanor was different, more confrontational. He cleared his throat and addressed Rodgers directly. "Aaron, some people have been saying that your recent performance slump is dragging down the team's morale. Do you think it is fair to say you are more of a burden than a leader right now?" The question hung in the air, heavy with insinuation. The room fell silent, every eye locked on Rodgers, waiting for his reaction. Rodgers paused, his expression unreadable. He could have easily responded with defensiveness or anger, but instead he took a deep breath and looked the reporter in the eyes. "I understand the concern," he began, his voice calm and steady. "Every player goes through ups and downs, and it is easy to focus on the negatives. But football is a team sport. It is about how we work together, support each other, and rise above challenges as a unit." He continued, his tone unwavering. "I have had my fair share of tough times, but what defines us is not how we fall, but how we get back up. I have the utmost respect for my teammates and their resilience. We have faced adversity before, and we will face it again. But we will face it together." The room remained silent, the weight of his words sinking in. Rodgers' response was not just an answer to a pointed question. It was a testament to his character and leadership. He had taken a potentially volatile moment and turned it into a message of unity and strength. The reporter, perhaps expecting a more contentious reaction, seemed momentarily taken aback. He mumbled a quick follow-up question, but the energy in the room had shifted. The respect for Rodgers was palpable, his classy answer earning the admiration of both the press and his fans. As the press conference continued, the initial tension dissipated. Rodgers handled each question with grace, never losing his composure. When the session finally ended, the room buzzed with conversations about the quarterback's poised response. It was clear that Aaron Rodgers had once again proven why he was not only a great athlete, but also a remarkable leader, capable of turning challenges into opportunities for inspiration and growth. As Aaron Rodgers drove home, his mind replayed the events of the press conference. The pointed question and his measured response lingered in his thoughts. He knew that staying composed and responding with kindness was not always easy, but it was essential. His mind wandered back to the lessons his parents had instilled in him from a young age, lessons about empathy, respect, and the power of kindness. Pulling into his driveway, Aaron noticed a stack of fan letters on his front porch. Among them was a letter from a young fan named Jake, who shared his story of battling a serious illness and how Aaron's resilience had inspired him to keep fighting. Aaron was deeply moved by Jake's words. He realized the impact he could have on others and the responsibility that came with it. Determined to make a difference, Aaron decided to reach out to Jake. He called Jake's parents and arranged a surprise visit. The next morning, Aaron drove to Jake's house feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. When he arrived, he was greeted by Jake's parents, who were overjoyed to see him. Jake's eyes widened in disbelief as Aaron walked through the door. "Is this real? Are you really here?" he asked, his voice trembling with emotion. Aaron smiled warmly. "I am really here, buddy. I read your letter, and I wanted to come see you." The visit was filled with heartfelt conversations and genuine connections. Aaron listened to Jake's stories, offering words of encouragement and support. He marveled at Jake's strength and positive attitude despite his circumstances. The visit was a reminder of the power of human connection and the importance of being there for one another. As Aaron left Jake's house, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He knew that kindness and empathy could make a world of difference, and he was determined to use his platform to inspire others to spread kindness and compassion. Aaron Rodgers drove home, replaying his visit with Jake in his mind. The boy's courage and optimism had left a profound impact on him. He thought about the influence he could wield, not just through his athletic performance, but through his actions and words. Aaron's determination to make a difference grew stronger with each passing moment. When he got home, Aaron sat down and composed a heartfelt message to his fans on social media. He shared the story of his visit with Jake, highlighting the boy's resilience and the importance of kindness. "We all have the power to make someone's day a little brighter," he wrote. "Let's use that power for good." The response from his fans was overwhelming. Messages of support and admiration flooded in, each one reinforcing Aaron's belief in the power of kindness. He knew he had to do more. Inspired by Jake's strength, he decided to launch a campaign to encourage acts of kindness in the community. Aaron reached out to local organizations, partnering with them to create events that would help those in need. From food drives to mentorship programs, the initiatives aim to foster a spirit of compassion and support. Aaron's involvement brought attention and resources to these causes, making a tangible difference in people's lives. One day, while visiting a local shelter, Aaron met a single mother named Maria and her young daughter, Sophia. They had been struggling to make ends meet, and the support from the community had been a lifeline for them. Aaron spent time talking with Maria, listening to her story and offering words of encouragement. "You are doing an amazing job," Aaron told her. "Your strength and love for Sophia are inspiring. Keep pushing forward, and know that you have a whole community behind you." Aaron Rodgers left the shelter with a renewed sense of purpose. He could see the impact that kindness had on people like Maria and her daughter Sophia. As he drove home, he thought about all the individuals he had met who had shown remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. He was inspired to do more. The next day, Aaron was back at practice, focused and determined. His teammates noticed a change in him, a deeper sense of motivation, and a more profound connection with those around him. During a break, one of his teammates, Jordan, approached him. "Hey, Aaron, I saw your post about the visit with Jake and the shelter. It is really inspiring," Jordan said, sincerity in his voice. Aaron smiled, appreciating the support. "Thanks, Jordan. It is important to use our platform for good. There are so many people out there who need a little kindness." Jordan nodded, clearly moved. "You are right. We should all be doing our part." As the practice session continued, Aaron's thoughts drifted to his upcoming campaign. He planned to hold an event at the local community center, bringing together people from all walks of life to celebrate acts of kindness. He wanted to create a space where stories of generosity and compassion could be shared, inspiring others to take action. On the day of the event, the community center was filled with people eager to participate. Aaron welcomed everyone, sharing his vision for a kinder, more compassionate world. One by one, individuals stepped forward to share their stories. There was the teacher who had started a free tutoring program for underprivileged kids, the teenager who had organized a neighborhood cleanup, and the nurse who had gone above and beyond to care for her patients. As Aaron listened to these stories, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. This was what it was all about, bringing people together, uplifting each other, and making a difference. The event was a resounding success, with people leaving inspired and motivated to spread kindness in their own lives. The energy from the community center event carried over into Aaron's life, fueling his drive to continue his efforts. As the season progressed, challenges both on and off the field tested his resolve. Each game brought its own set of obstacles, and the pressure mounted. Yet Aaron remained focused, drawing strength from the stories of resilience he had encountered. One evening, after a particularly grueling practice, Aaron sat in the locker room, his body aching from the effort. He received a message from Maria, the single mother he had met at the shelter. She shared an update about Sophia, who had recently started school and was thriving thanks to the support they had received. Maria's words were filled with gratitude and hope. Aaron felt a renewed sense of purpose as he read her message. He realized that his efforts were making a tangible difference in people's lives, and that knowledge gave him the strength to push through his own challenges. As game day approached, Aaron channeled this inspiration into his preparation, determined to give his all for his team and his community. During the game, Aaron faced intense pressure from the opposing defense. The crowd's roars echoed in his ears as he surveyed the field, looking for an opening. In that moment, he thought of Jake, Maria, Sophia, and all the individuals whose stories had touched his heart. Their resilience fueled his determination. With a deep breath, Aaron made a decisive play, threading a perfect pass to his teammate in the end zone. The stadium erupted in cheers as they scored the winning touchdown. His teammates swarmed around him, celebrating the victory. Aaron's eyes scanned the crowd, and he saw familiar faces, friends, and community members who had supported his journey. After the game, Aaron stood before the press once more, this time with a different kind of weight on his shoulders. He spoke about the power of resilience, the importance of community, and the impact of kindness. His words were a testament to the lessons he had learned and the lives he had touched. Aaron Rodgers left the stadium, his heart filled with gratitude and determination. The journey had been challenging, but the support from his fans and the impact of his kindness campaign had made it all worthwhile. He knew that his efforts were creating a ripple effect of positivity and compassion in the community. A few days later, Aaron received a letter from Jake, the young fan he had visited. In it, Jake shared how Aaron's visit had inspired him to keep fighting and stay positive. He wrote about how he had started a small project at his hospital, encouraging other kids to share their stories and support each other through difficult times. Aaron was deeply moved by Jake's words, realizing the profound impact of his actions. Reflecting on the journey, Aaron understood that true success was not measured by accolades or victories on the field, but by the positive change one could bring to others' lives. He knew that every act of kindness, no matter how small, had the power to make a difference. In a heartfelt message to his fans, Aaron shared his thoughts. We all face challenges, but it is how we respond that defines us. Kindness and compassion are powerful tools that can uplift and inspire. Let us all strive to make a positive impact, one act of kindness at a time. As the message spread, people from all walks of life embraced the call to action. Acts of kindness multiplied, creating a wave of generosity and humanity that touched countless lives. Aaron's journey had sparked a movement, proving that one person's actions could indeed change the world. Be inspired by Aaron Rodgers' journey. Lead with kindness and compassion. Your small acts of kindness can create a wave of generosity and humanity. Together, let us build a world rooted in empathy, understanding, and love. Be the change you wish to see,